Hey everyone, welcome to another Brandable Minute. So today we're going to be talking about email marketing. Now I know this is supposed to be about branding, but you really can't escape the reality of marketing or of brand of you can't escape the reality of marketing without branding. What I'm trying to say is a set of stories, relationships, expectations, memories, they got to go out somewhere, right? And this is the way to do it. The way to do that is, especially if you're dealing with stories, and we talked about how building a story works and how you build your scenes and all of that. You need a vehicle, you need a distribution channel. Marketing is the way to do that. Email marketing is not dead. So let's talk about that today. We're gonna pull up the screen here so that you can see that what I actually did a few years back was I tried to figure out a way to do my own marketing campaign for the anti-hero project from years ago, guys. And so I'm just gonna switch over here so that you can see this is something that you can use as well. Now, methodologies and all of that changes, but I want you to just see though that there's certain things that are still fundamental. So when I was breaking down how I was how I was going to connect with people via email, I broke it down into two ways. So you have the free subscriber, and then you have the free member. Now, it doesn't have to be this complicated, but for me, it helped because it also determined the kind of content that I was going to make. So, first, you have those who sign up for an overview, right? So, this is like a 3 day. I think for the one that I did, it was like an 11-day thing. That was a little bit long. As long as you tell them what they're going through, the stuff that they're going to work through, it's probably a good process to qualify the lead if you got people who kind of work through all 11 days, but 11 days is a little extensive. So if I could do it all over again, maybe 5 might be the max, right? Maybe 6, so anyway, but sometimes it just depends. If it's really valuable, people will stick through it, but yeah, you want to kind of keep it to maybe 5 is probably a sweet spot. But after they sign up for the overview, then they'll sign up again as a free member. And every time that they sign up, they're getting more value. So there's going to be more things that was included in the free membership, and then they sign up as a paid member. Okay. So remember, the whole idea of email marketing is to get them through not just a sales funnel, but you want to continue to add value. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. Here's the free member scenario. As a matter of fact, there are 2 ways that this can happen. Okay. And this is just me just kind of, just doing, you do your own research and you figure out the ways that this happens. So there's some people who will sign up after the overview. Okay. So after they sign up for the overview, they become a free member, right? This is them right here. Right. And then after they sign up for the overview, they sign up as a free member. It almost looks the same, but there's a reason why we separated them. And then they sign up as a paid member. Okay. And here's the other scenario. These are individuals. They don't need the overview. They don't need, all they want to do is, I like what I see. I'm immediately going to sign up as a free member. So they jump straight into it. And then from free member, they may sign up as a paid member. Okay. So here's the whole idea behind this thing. So for me, when I had the actual overview, let me just go back and just look at, if there are any comments or anything so far. Okay. So for me, when I had the actual overview, guys, the anti-heroes overview was to encourage people to get full access to a library as a free member. Okay. So after you get the overview, you want them to have some sort of, there has to be an incentive. So for me, they needed to have access to more of the content. So it was the full library. Okay. After the overview though, if somebody was a free member, It encouraged them to suddenly become a paid member by having not just access to a library, but to more resources. So maybe you had some more ebooks. I mean, I've obviously the library would have ebooks, right? But maybe there's just some other mixed media, or I don't know. There's just more that's there. Now, here's the thing. The overview is dealing with your email. The free member is dealing with your ebooks. Okay. So this is, and I should have probably put it here as an overview. You want to encourage. Okay. So that's what this is about, encouraging them to get full access by becoming a free member. Okay. And then the last step is when they become paid as a paid member, you're encouraging them to remain paid. So this is them accessing training, premium content. So this is where like you might have like, you know, master classes, groups, training, courses, coaching, all of that. Okay. So this is how I broke this down. Now, ask me if I did all of this. I didn't. Well, I did, but I never got to the paid part. I ended up at the free member part, but yeah, nobody ever, but that's because I didn't fully develop all of the content yet to do that, guys. So you got to be committed. So I'm kind of going around full circle and doing this again, but yeah. So this is what I wrote, and I want you guys to see this, okay? What I said here, and let me just zoom back out. What I said here was this. This isn't about being gently pushed down a sales funnel. It's about being encouraged to be further developed. And at each level, an investment is required to go deeper into what the Antihero project was. It was a restoration process. So you invest to go deeper into that process. Okay. And so I wrote as well that the investment reflects a level of commitment, whether signed or paid. It reflects a level of risk taking, and yeah. So that's that. I hope that this was helpful for a Brandable Minute. Realize and understand that your stories can take off still in the space of email marketing. Email is not dead. It's still one of the most coveted places for marketers to be. The inbox. The inbox is still it. So how do you do that? Well, there are some spaces right now, platforms right now that actually make that so much simpler than the paradigm that I just showed. And one of the ways is Substack is definitely one. It's been around for a while. It's on the rise, though, I believe. So Substack, you can create newsletters. You can create a paywall behind the newsletters. So that's one way. There are some ways that you can kind of connect, I guess, certain things together, like ConvertKit. So there are other email marketing platforms, but I think that one of the best ones is when you just have everything in one, right? You can also use Medium, and with Medium, you can also connect and have, a publication, a publication where you can start sending out newsletters that way as well. And so there are a few options out there, guys. You have a few opportunities that will allow you to just go ahead and start to share your stories. Okay. Creating your stories means nothing if it's just sitting in a draft somewhere on your computer. You have to get it out to people. So I encourage you, go ahead and sign up for one of those, and and work it out. Actually, I have a Substack right now, antihero.substack.com, and even just trying to refine that one as well, and just put the content up. Oh yeah, the other reason why I like Substack too is because they have a podcast option. So you can actually set up your podcast through Substack. So it's like, Spotify, Apple, they still host it, but you can publish your content through there as well. So I think it's worth a shot. There's no affiliate links, no sponsorships here. Just telling you, some of the practical things that you can use. And yeah, we'll see you in the next Brandable Minute.